Hi, I'm Big Bear Mark, and this is the Bear Cave. Today with me, I have some good friends. I've got Nick Laws with me. Hi, Nick.
How you going?
And I've got Steve Scalone. How are you going?
Good, good.
Good. Today, we're going to talk about something I think is very obvious in the bear community. We're going to talk about bear wear or bear drag. And now, you look at us on the panel today. You're the odd one out, Nick.
I knew it. I predicted it.
We've got the checks.
Yep.
Which is pretty standard bear wear, I suppose. Yeah. Well, I would class as bear wear.
Yes. And the other standard is bear black.
Black.
Yeah, there you go.
And or the bear T-shirt.
Yep.
I mean, it's like with something bear related printed on it, obviously.
Yes.
Are we just drag queens? is that what we are?
Well, in my defence, I do own solid coloured shirts as well. But usually bears tend to be, and it's such a generalisation, but bears tend to be slightly larger than, say, a medium or a large. When you do start to get into the XLs, the double XLs and beyond, this is pretty much all that's available.
Your range is checked.
Your range is getting limited.
There's a lot of check material around. So
yeah.
There is. And, I mean, I don't know if you guys find it, but, I mean, it was only lately I've actually been able to... I've been going online, and luckily in the American market, there's a lot more range.
That's so true.
But in the Australian market, I found it was like, you get check, you get very plain colours, you get blue, and if you're lucky, you might get a red or a green.
Yes.
And it was like, the lack of clothes for bigger men is just incredible. What, do you have a night?
No, I agree. It's just like, I always sort of like go for safety black a lot of the time and all that sort of thing. But it's either checks or black most of the time. But I agree, it's like colours and that sort of thing. It's just like, not much in the way of going with it. There always seems to be those sort of either grey or brown or, olive, whatever like that. I don't know what it is. It's just like, what is it about sort of like men, they get to a certain size and they can only go into certain colours. I just don't get it.
Maybe because it's slimming, I don't know. But are we conforming to a particular look as well as bears? I mean, obviously, let's face it, we've all got beards, we've all got wear the bear wear. Are we conforming? Should we? And do people get ostracised if they don't conform?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Do they?
I wouldn't say people get ostracised, no, but I think it's just a thing of, it comes down to social identity as well, doesn't it? Like, anything you're going to wear, for whatever people, whether they wear leather or whether drag or whatever like that, or, it's part of social identity and going with, other people you sort of feel comfortable with or socialise with. You're going to sort of like always wear the similar sort of things, you know what I mean? I suppose it's just the way it is. But
does bear culture does focus on the masculine. So where I'm going with this, I had a friend who had it was still what I would classify as bear wear, but the bear was written out in diamantes. So it was a little bit camp. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Now, he actually said he got some very negative comments at bear events for wearing that T-shirt because it was too camp.
That's disappointing to hear that sort of thing. It's that's that sort of like why go with that sort of hyper masculinized thing. It's just like wear what you want and enjoy it. It's just it's disappointing that you'd hear people say something like that, not being masculine enough.
Yeah, that's to me that's just their own insecurities coming out.
Well, that could be the case as well.
Yeah. No, I think stuff everyone if you wear what you want. I mean, that's why drag queens is just so awesome, because they can do that and own it.
But then we look at the venues that we occupy and drag isn't allowed in those venues.
Well, yeah, that's true. So, yeah, good point.
Do you think we should have more drag elements at bear events?
The other states, well, look, other states and that sort of thing, they mix it in with it, and it's just like, I've seen plenty of other shows where it's a mix of everything. It's just like, I can't see why we can't do it, but it's just like, sort of certain venues or whatever like that, where it is and isn't allowed or whatever like that, it's just, I suppose, pick other venues if you want to mix it through, but I can't see why we can't have a little bit of a drag number here or there in Bearland. Doesn't hurt at all.
Exactly. Now, I mean, obviously following on from the masculinity, I mean, obviously women aren't really included in bear events well, especially at the moment, I haven't seen a woman involved in a bear event for a while. Is that something we should consider as well?
I would like to see it happen, and it's just like, and I know in other states there, where it's just like, I think part of it comes down to sort of like your mix of your venue, depending on, obviously if your venue is a mixed sort of venue, it's fine. Some of the venues around the place actually have those mixed days, and I actually enjoy it a lot when it's the mixed days where there's men and women around, because it just sometimes I can sort of feel it's just like all I ever see is men, you know what I mean? It's just like you'd actually like to see something else and sort of a variety of people, so it's just, I think, mixing it.
But one thing I'd like to ask you is, you have been on bear committees in the past, do you think you would have received complaints if women were at events?
Maybe. It could. Okay, I suppose I can say there's been on the committee previously. It's just like that someone will find something that they don't like about it, but just like sometimes it's a case of just suck it up and go with it. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's a part of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think you can overthink things. And it's just like make a complaint about this or whatever like that. It's just like just enjoy it and celebrate it for what it is. So yeah. You would probably get a few, and I know a few good friends who actually don't like drag. I don't understand why. They don't, whether as in women's drag as opposed to bear drag or leather drag or whatever sort of thing. It's just it's just one of those things, and it's just I find it curious, because they're intelligent, well-rounded people, but they just have that sort of element about it where it's just like, what is you not liking about it? You know what I mean? So.
I mean, what would life be without Drag Race?
Exactly.
True.
Do you feel that maybe how do you feel about women involved in bears and stuff?
Look, I would love it. I don't see too much of a problem with it. The most venues around town, though, are kind of built on their niches. So let's say, for example, the Laird is a men-only kind of establishment because that's their niche. And the circuit has drag nights on Sundays, I believe it is.
True, yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, and Vic Leather obviously is a combined space where men and women can come together as well.
Absolutely,
and socialise. So that's a good alternative as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for being with me today on the Bear Cave.
Pleasure.
I'm Big Bear Mark, and thank you for being with us on the Bear Cave, and we'll catch you next time.